language at this time, and that this will happen in Hopi land, in the village of Orabi, where the new life plan will be drawn, in the pattern and cycle of religion. Here also a final decision will be made for the wicked. They will be beheaded and speak no more. If this does not materialize, there will be a total destruction through the acts of man or nature. The new life will begin from a girl and a boy. This is a frightening prophecy and will not be supported by many. In the prophecies of the Hopis, that in a case like this the Navajo may help our cause. Also the Bahanas or Paiute tribe may help. We doubt that the U.S. government will easily concede our sovereignty. There are 2 water serpents, one at each pole, with a warrior sitting on its head or tail. These command nature to warn us by her activities that time is getting short, and that we must correct ourselves. If we refuse to heed these warnings, the warriors will let go of the serpents, they will rise up, and all will perish. We are much concerned about the climate. No one seems to be able to predict the weather accurately from day to day. However, we know according to our time markers that it is past due for certain seeds to be planted at their proper time. In recent springs, we were reluctant to plant due to the late snow and cold weather. Once more, maybe our ancient prophecy is right, that one day we will plant wearing finger sacks, gloves, clearing away the snow with our feet before planting. The summers will become shorter for the maturing corn to harvest. The result is anybody's guess. The question is, will this occur the world over? This would depend on the geographical areas. In the regions with different climates, things will happen in different ways. For instance, tropical land can become a land of ice, and the Arctic region could become tropical. This need not happen if we, the people, get our leaders to do something about the harmful things being done to the environment. It is said that if the future generations find out that we did nothing to preserve the good ways, they might throw us from their houses into the streets. This suffering will be of our own making. The lack of peace in our own spiritual being could trigger the revolution. Our true white brothers might come and find we have forsaken these sacred institutions. Then he will whip us without mercy. Let us take a look into the future through the eyes of our prophets. Hopi were instructed to tell of the great purification just ahead of the time when humankind would once again become highly civilized, tending to become careless and leading us to self-destruction. They said that along the way the industrialized world would have certain problems. People will become uncomfortable because of the changing times, and that they will have to make adjustment to find new lifestyles. Industrialized nations will become careless in getting more resources out of the earth, believing all these things will last forever. Soon the natural resources will be depleted. Fuel shortages will occur. Industrial machinery will come to a standstill. The machinery used for planting, harvesting, and transport will become useless. Supermarket shelves will become empty of farm produce. The farmers and those who grow their own food will not sell their produce. Money will become worthless. The white man, with all his intelligence and technology, will not be able to repair the damage. We will see extraordinary events in nature and earth, including humans. Modern man looks upon old wisdom and knowledge as dead, useless, and no longer respected. Modern man depends upon money systems and no longer on Mother Earth for food. According to prophecy, when this happens, Mother Earth will hide her nourishment because of the view that ancient food is poor man's food. When all food disappears, modern man will try to correct his mistake, the conditions he caused upon the earth through his inventions. He will try to achieve some kind of method to heal the wound, but this will not be possible when we reach the point of no return. The Hopi play a key role in the survival of the human race through their vital communion with the unseen forces that hold nature in balance. The pattern is simple. The whole world will shake and turn red and turn against those who are hindering the Hopi. The prophecy is related to the biblical version of what may yet come to pass. It goes on to say that common people will become concerned and frustrated because of their hectic world. They will be particularly against the bloodthirsty policies and deceitfulness of the world leaders. The common people the world over will band together to fight for world peace. They will realize their leaders have failed. People in high places will be hunted down like animals, perhaps through terrorism. In turn, leaders will retaliate and begin hunting each other. This condition will gather strength and spread far and wide. It will get out of control the world over. Revolution could erupt on our land. The liberators will come in from the west with great force. They will drop down from the sky like rain. They will have no mercy. We must not get on the housetops to watch. They will shake us by our ears like children who have been bad. This will be the final decisive battle between good and evil. This battle will cleanse the heart of the people and restore our Mother Earth from illness, and the wicked will be gotten rid of. If this fails to materialize, our great Creator through nature will do the task according to their plans. It could be the total destruction in any form. Only brother and sister will survive to begin a new way of life. The prophecy is frightening and doubtful. Perhaps it is of no value to most people. Eventually a gourd of ashes would be invented, which, if dropped from the sky, would boil the oceans and burn the land, causing nothing to grow for years. This would be a sign for a certain Hopi to bring out the teachings in order to warn that the third and final event would happen soon, and could bring an end to all life unless people correct themselves and their leaders in time. The final stage, called the Great Day of Purification, has been described as a mystery egg, in which the forces of the swastika and the sun, plus the third force, symbolized by the color red, culminate in either a total rebirth or total annihilation. We don't know which, but the choice is yours. War and natural catastrophe may be involved. The degree of violence will be determined by the degree of inequity caused among the people of the world and imbalance with nature. In this crisis, rich and poor will be forced to struggle as equals in order to survive. The reality that it will be very violent is now almost taken for granted among traditional Hopi, but man still may lessen the violence by correcting his treatment of nature and of his fellow man. Ancient spiritually based communities, such as the Hopi, may especially be preserved and not forced to abandon their wise way of life and the natural resources they have vowed to protect. The man-made system now destroying the Hopi is deeply involved in similar violations throughout the world. The devastating reversal predicted in the prophecies is part of the natural order. If those who thrive from that system, its money and laws, can manage to stop destroying the Hopi, then they may be able to survive the day of purification and enter into a new era of peace. But if there is no one left to continue the Hopi way, the hope for such an age is in vain. Since mankind has lost peace with one another through conflict due to the new ways, the Great Spirit, the Great Creator, has punished the people in many ways. Though through all of this, there was always a small group who survived to keep the original ways of life alive. This small group is comprised of those who adhere to the laws of the Creator, who keep the spiritual path open out from the circle of evil. According to our knowledge, we are not quite out of the circle. Now we enter the time of testing that only our great Creator can confirm. The alignment of the planets we were so kindly informed of by the Star Watchers has been awaited by the Hopi. As the time nears, the predicted behavior of the people accurately describes the behavior of the people in the 1990s. When the end is near, we will see a halo of mist around the heavenly bodies. 4 times it will appear as the sun as a warning, around the sun as a warning that we must reform. Ambitious minds will decrease, while the people of good hearts who live in harmony with the earth will increase until the world is rid of evil. If the Hopi are right, this will be accomplished and the earth will bloom again. The spiritual door is open. Why not join the righteous people? The horny-toed woman gave Masao a promise that she would help him in the time of need, saying she too had a metal helmet. After the Hopi have fulfilled the pattern of life, Masao will be the leader, but not before, for he is the first and he shall be the last.